Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Aristotle R with the Rari. We on some market talk stuff tonight, man, where we randomly flow and talk about the market, you feel me? So y'all know what to do, man. Make sure y'all leave me a like and a comment. It's going down. You feel me? Nothing better than this, man. Going live, talking about the market and everything. Yeah, man. So today, what did I do, man? I was filming content, opening up a whole bunch of different content that I got. So I was doing all that. Let me plug up one of these cameras I got. Boom. All right, boom. We plugged up. So we're gonna be able to see everything. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling? Everybody comment where they from. Somebody said, "Come shovel my snow." Yeah, I heard, man. I heard it's snowing and it's pretty storming everywhere, man. But yeah, man, I made some money in the market. Um, we'll talk about some of those plays I did and everything. All right, so we're gonna talk about it. First, let's go see where everybody from real quick. We got Twitch on the line, got X on the line. We got 8 from we got a lot of people on the line. Shout out to everybody from Instagram and everything. But yeah, today I'm gonna talk about how I made money and everything from these particular stocks. Let me go and see how it looks on IG real quick. Shout out to everybody who be tuning in, by the way. Shout out to the YouTube community. Shout out to the X community. X does pretty good on live. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. We got Lisa Stocks in the building. Shout out to her. We got, okay, shout out to her, San Francisco. Okay. We lit. What's up? What's good, yo? What's good? JDY, shout out to him. So let me go and see how this looks online. Okay, that's perfect. So Honey Drip Network can see it as a square. That's pretty good. I'm looking at it. So let me show you guys real quick exactly how I made money real quick. And then we're going to go over and I'm going to talk about the overall stock market. I ain't going to get too much into it. Today just more so going to be about how I made money on certain stocks. So, Duolingo, this is one of the ones we got into. This was in my chat. I called this one and this was the reason I got in. So we'll go in and we'll look at that. But Duolingo was the one I made some money on. And I made a pretty penny on it. As you guys can see, I made 6,500 off Duolingo. We hit about 60% plus on this trade. It's pretty good. And everybody ate with me. Big pizza, big French fries, big chicken. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to come eat with me, you know what it is. Duolingo, we went off on this one. This one was pretty good. And then SMCI, or ARM as well. ARM did real good too. That was a good one. This one did 100%. So I made about 7K off that one and 6,500 off the other one. So, pretty much banking on these. ARM, we did pretty good. And as you can see, everybody got in with me and banked with me. So ARM did pretty good. So those were our top 2 plays, and I'll kind of go over why I got in. So Duolingo, as you guys can see, this green line right here, you see how when it hit this green line, it went, you get what I'm saying? Then it hit this green line, it went. So I already pretty much told my chat about this a minute ago. Boom. And this was before it actually hit that level. So it was at 154. I told him when it gets to 149-ish, we're going to get into Duolingo. And if you guys look at where are we, breakout alerts, see that? So not only I do everything for you, not only do I chart it for you, and then I signal it for you. You get what I'm saying? I chart it for you. I signal it for you. So look at that. I signal it for you. I chart it for you. And then I get the alert for you. So I walk you through the whole process. And it's nowhere else done like this, where you get it charted for you first. So I'm telling you what I'm gonna do before I do it. Then, so look right here. This is what? 11/16. I'm telling you on my fault. 1/16. January 16, 2026. I'm telling you, I'm watching Duolingo. And I'm telling you, I have an alert set for when it hits 149. And what happens? That's January 16th. January 16th. What happens? It happens, right? So I probably said it at nighttime. So yeah, I said it in the morning time. Okay. In the morning time, 8:26 a.m. I said this is gonna happen. 9:41 a.m. the alert hits. And then we get in the swing 9:45. 4 minutes later. So look how all of that transpired within 1 hour, right? And we made money, 66%. And ARM was the same one. ARM was pretty good. ARM was a trend line. So we got 1, 2, 3 touches of the trend line while having bullish divergence on the RSI. So it was oversold pretty well on the RSI. It was one of those. This is what I always tell people about trading. Take the trades you would regret taking. I mean, not taking. So I've done pretty well. I think I only missed one swing this year. I think I'm like 19 for 20 on swings. Doing pretty well. I've made about 50K this month off swings. And I'm just, just going in high probability. So ARM was one that I got into. Let me look and see when exactly, or where did I get in ARM. So it'll show me right here. All right, so ARM 120. Let's see, did I chart ARM? Yes, I did. Right here. Look, 115, 2026. I said still watching for bullish divergence, third touch of support above this. I said for ARM 115, right? And then we finally got a good entry. 120, right? So again, I will literally chart it for you, right? And then I will signal it for you. It doesn't get done better than that, folks. It doesn't get done better than that. And that's pretty much my top 2 trades this week. And then we got into Amazon trade, which I'm watching Amazon again. But we got into Amazon trade yesterday. So, well, this was Friday, my fault. And this one was pretty simple. Once it broke, you see how Amazon created a resistance here? This candlestick right here. So once it broke right here, I got in this candle right here, and that was high risk. Let's jump to present, and I made some money right there, as you guys can see. So this one was another one that I got in, and I was telling them loading Amazon in today's expiration, and it did about 56%, and I trimmed pretty heavy at 36%. So what I like to do, folks, is when I'm day trading and stuff like that, what I like to do is I like to trim around 20 to 30%, but I trimmed at 35%. So I'll be in 150 cons, as you guys can see, and then I'll be in about 25 cons or 20 cons or 15. I'll literally get out of I'll get out of 90% of my position as soon as I hit about 20 to 30%. Then I'll let the runners run. That way, no matter what, I already locked in 3K. So no matter what these last 15 cons do, I'm locked in 3,000. So even if I lose all 15 of these cons, I'll probably, I locked in about 3,300 before I took profits. So I took profits at about 4,000 when I made like another 700 from the runners. But that's what I like to do. That's literally my personal strategy. I don't know about everybody else's, but I'm not really into the whole risk reward thing and all that type of stuff, 1-to-1, this and that. I'm not into all that. That's for people who hold 2 contracts, 1 contract, stuff like that. Me, because as you guys see, I'm in pretty heavy. I have to hurry up and trim the moment. So that's what I do. I'm a more size, less trades type of guy. You feel me? So somebody said I fuck with the titles of the live stream vid. It catches people attention. Keep it up, bro. Man, appreciate that, bro. And we're gonna talk about that too and everything. So let's talk about it. Now, I'm more of a technical trader, as you guys can see. I'm a chart watcher. I'm not really into the whole news watching. I'm not really a news reporter. You know, I get it. That's what people love, and people love to listen to all the hype and everything, but it's not really my style. I'm more so into, you know, watching the charts, man. I'm not really into all the news watching. But we can talk about it. It doesn't make money. You get what I'm saying? Like flow and all that stuff. That's how you make money. You don't make money for no news. You know, just being honest. But we'll go and we'll check it out. We'll go to Honey Drip Network. So I'm already live, but let's look at it, folks. So let's talk about some of this stuff. Trump said if Canada makes a deal with China, it will immediately be hit with 100% tariff against all Canadian goods and products coming into the USA. What does this have to do with my day trading? It has nothing to do with my technicals or my breakouts. Just being all the way honest. Like, I wouldn't have gotten Amazon based on none of this. I got an Amazon. It broke resistance with volume right here. As you can see, rising volume. And that's why I took the trade with my chat. We got out this candle. And then I wish I would have held more. But, it is what it is. We got out Amazon pretty good. And, if we would have held, we would have had 300% or something like that. Or 400%, one of those. But again, this is, it's a non-factor to me. Although it's good news to know, it was one more thing Trump said, though, recently. Trump said, we have formed the framework of a future deal with respect to Greenland and, in fact, the entire Arctic region. Based upon this understanding, I will not be imposing tariffs that were scheduled to go into effect February 1st. All right. So again, folks, this is actually good information to know. I'm not even gonna lie. This is because at first, as you guys can see, the market reacted. Let me go over real quick. Hold up. As you guys can see, the market reacted to this. Now, when we go about right here, right? We go right here and we go to SPY. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about that. So you guys can see when Trump was talking about the tariffs on February 1st, this is what happened. And that was over the weekend. Boom, the market dropped. And then when he said we're not imposing tariffs, the gap nearly got filled. So it gapped down right here, as you guys can see, where there's no shares traded. So this is the gap. If you don't know how to determine it, this is the gap, and the gap nearly got filled. Okay. But what did he do? Change his mind. So that's something about watching Donald Trump. And remember, Trump was president before, so we used to do this all the time. And as you can see, the market moves very volatile when Trump is in office, when a Republican is in office. Now, granted, this is our first, we haven't traded under any other Republican but Trump. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how the market moves outside of Trump. But remember, this is Trump's market right here. As you can see, it's very volatile. And then this is Biden's market, which is less volatile, more slow paced. You get what I'm saying? Not real big movements, as you guys can see. Nothing really big, just very slow and steady. We still made money though. You know what I'm saying? We made money in both markets. And then here we go with Trump again. This is COVID. And this is the trade war. See that? So trade war, and then COVID again, that mover. You get what I'm saying? See how stuff moves when Trump is in office. And then this is the trade war. This is the last trade war that he was going through with China. And you got some big movers and stuff like that. So again, you got to kind of know that when you're trading. that you have to be prepared for either direction. And you can't. One thing I'll say about the Trump market is when it drops pretty fast. Like the last drop we had right here. When it drops, it drops. But it recovers because he doesn't, I don't know what it is, but it's like, based on my analysis, he doesn't really like to look bad. He likes to brag and he likes to keep the market high based on what I've seen. I hope every Republican president is like him. I hate to say it, but because I'm going to miss this. Just being able to predict and get a hang of what he's like and what he does. But as you notice, when he drops the market, he drops it pretty fast. So remember, stocks take the elevator down, staircase up. So when he drops the market, it goes fast, but he loves to recover it. Loves it. Like even when COVID happened, right? It's like he just can't help himself. See this? It drops pretty fast and it recovers. It just shoots right back up. And then this is COVID. So, if we get another drop, folks, all I got to say is prepare to buy the dip. Because this guy does not like to look bad. He doesn't like to be the one to be like, man, he doesn't want that on his name. He does not want the market going to trash on his name. He will do anything possible. You get what I mean? So that's why I say I do like it because, I'm not even trying to be funny, but a Democratic president in office who doesn't really care to make things better or recover the market, like Joe Biden didn't even give a fuck, but that's just my personal opinion. So, that's some of the topics that we talk about. And if you want to keep up with everything, tap in with Honey Drip Network. And y'all know how I go, man. People making money. You guys can go in here and see that. Now, Lemonade, what did they do again? Lemonade soars after it announces 50% insurance rate cuts for Tesla drivers when self-driving is active after data shows significantly fewer accidents. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tried self-driving on my Cybertruck, and that thing is a game changer. When I say a game changer, a game changer. So when I be, and it works in Puerto Rico, by the way. Me and my lady, we be in Puerto Rico. And we'll go from San Juan to where we live, and we'll be drunk as hell, put that motherfucking self-driving mode, and yeah, that should be lit. And when we just lazy, it just makes you lazy. That thing will literally get you. Now, the only thing we don't like to do it on is when the roads get kind of slim, because we on the island. And by the way, I can't wait to get back to Puerto Rico. I'm actually trying to get back to Puerto Rico. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Somebody said, when you say prepare to buy the dip, do you mean in shares or leaps? Shares and leaps. And when it comes to day trading and swing trading, like day trading, y'all gonna see tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tomorrow again. But day trading and swing trading don't really mean much, if that makes sense, folks. Like you can, and what I mean by that is, you see how I got, regardless of the market, I'm just playing high probability setups. So I got an ARM, as you can see, that I posted on Instagram. I got an ARM and Duolingo. So we go to Aristotle Investments. I don't really care what the market is doing. I'm going to play the setups. So that's something that it takes years of experience to learn. Doesn't matter what the market is doing. A great setup is a great setup. You get what I'm saying? I'm not really a chaser. I don't chase stocks. Like I wouldn't chase gold or silver. You couldn't pay me to buy calls on gold, even though you could do that privately, but I wouldn't do it. You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm not really a chaser. I don't recommend my members to chase. I'm always a dip buyer, and that works well for us, as you guys can see right here. You won't see anybody post a stat line like this. You won't. Why do you only see this here? 200K from one member, 148K from another member, 100K. I have so many sitting. You gotta think about this. This is the people who's willing to share. These are because most of the people who make money don't like talking about it in my group. They don't want to be known for it. And a lot of times it's because they got their own group chat and they don't want me to know that they're inspired, or you know how it go, man. Like there's a lot of people in there. I don't know how many members are paid, but let's just say thousands and thousands, right? So let's say out of 1,000 people, these are the people that are willing to share what they made. You feel me? So right here, I'll show you guys. You're not going to see people who post these type of things. 200K from a member, 148K, 100K, 93K, 75K in a month. Like this is just the people willing to share. Just imagine the people who did not share, who won't share, too private. So I get it. But again, this apparently my system works. Now the chasing system, I'm not the type of guy who's going to say buy gold at highs. I wouldn't encourage that from my group. Look, could it work out? Yes. I'm just not going to be the one to be like, man. Now granted, this dip was the buy for gold. This was the ultimate buy. October, if you got in right there on that dip, congrats. That was the ultimate dip. And I think it hit off the 21 EMA or the 50. Almost did. So we would say the 21 is where it really went. But gold is on a tear. Silver is too. Silver is just insane, right? Like this is insane, but it just makes sense because the market, whenever there's like, you got to think about everything that's happening within the economy. You got Bitcoin, you got uncertainty of the US dollar, you got the stock market at all-time highs. So what happens is commodities like gold and silver usually are great hedges, and there's no better time to hedge than right now. And if you wanted to go sell your gold or silver, you would be getting it at a very discount. Well, my fault. You would make a return on your investment. You'll make a good return on your investment. So again, I'm not going to chase these. I would wait until, these things make a significant fall. It did have a great fall right here in October. Hindsight 2020 could have got in that. That was a correction, by the way, just a 10% drop, a correction in gold, right? 10% drop. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'll go over more stocks within the stock Sundays tomorrow. We'll kind of go over more stocks for stock Sundays and everything. But shout out to everybody who up tonight with me, man. Cheers to everybody. I'm drinking orange juice right now. And I ain't on much, folks. Somebody said I caught the gold and silver call from the Discord. So the thing is, in my Discord, we have a flow bot. And, people do catch things from the flow. So I didn't personally call it. I'm more of a transparent person. I'm not going to say, like, I'll show you guys real quick. Like, I'm not going to take credit for bots. Now, some people take credit for everything and anything that happens inside their Discord. I'm kind of like on some, I'm transparent. Like, we got silver. You can go through the golden sweep thing and you're going to see nothing but flow. Silver and gold, silver and gold. You get what I'm saying? Whole bunch of that, right? So you can just look, you see gold call again. Gold. You see what I'm saying? GLD. I'm not really into all that, man. I'm not. And then TSM. Let's see if TSM went. So those golden sweeps be hitting. I ain't gonna lie to you. It probably did during the time that it was supposed to hit. And again, I'm not a momentum trader unless it does a bull flag. And I don't chase momentum unless it does a bull flag, like right here. It does a flag, then I'll chase the momentum. Like, what's a recent flag we got in? We got in Dollar General. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really into all that unless it does a flag. Like, I'm not going to buy the high or nothing like that. Now, granted, I do want to work on that. If I could say I want to elevate one part of my game in trading, chasing momentum without needing a flag. But again, I'm good. I make money. You get what I'm saying? Like I showed you guys that, like right here, I made 6,500 off Duolingo, and this is just this week, and 7,700 off ARM. I ain't tripping on the money, but I definitely would like to work on my momentum trading. And to be honest, would I be good at it? Yes. Signaling it is a different story though, folks. It's easier. The reason why I would signal a bull flag, is because I know that there's a high percentage chance it'll hit. Now, granted, let's say gold, right? If I'm being honest with you guys, you can just trade off the EMAs. Whenever you see momentum like this, as you can see, it'll ride the 8 EMA right here. This 8. So momentum wise, you can just buy the pullbacks to the 8. Whenever something is going up like this, you could just buy the pullbacks to the 8, or as close to the 8 as possible. And then the 21 EMA is, your last line of defense. So that's how you really supposed to momentum trade. Now, granted, I'm just not into that. Like even TSM, I wouldn't signal it because I don't want to chase. But right here, right, if you see a good momentum on the stock, you can just kind of ride the 8 EMA all the way up. Like right here, if you want to buy the dip on TSM, you could and ride the 8. Or who was it? Dollar General. They should be still on the 8 EMA right here. But again, I'm going to let it flag to signal it, because remember, I'm trying to be right. I'm a hedge fund manager essentially. So people forget that part. I don't play scared. I play so that I put my members in the best position to win. And that's why I use the flag pattern when it comes to the momentum thing, or I need to get a clear breakout or some shit like that. But I'm more so in the business people, because a lot of people mistake what it is to. There's a reason why you'll look at over here and you'll see stuff like this. There's a reason why, because I manage their portfolios like I'm getting paid to manage it, if that makes sense. Not because I'm some random guru or nothing. I'm literally thinking like, how can I get you a ROI and get it consistently I'm trying to get a 90% win rate. That's my whole goal, right? So that's how I look at it. I look at it from a perspective of, what can I do to get you the best returns? So again, you can look around the whole internet. You won't see somebody post a montage of their members doing something like this. They'll talk about it. But again, we're talking about showing it. Not talking, not crop screenshots and lies and all that stuff. We talking about real facts, proof. This is real, somebody's real account, right? And my real account. There's a reason for that, because of the way I think. I'm trying to put you in the best position to win. And no, I'm not chasing 400%, 300%. That ain't how I rock. And the reason why is because I don't want to get you into the habit of thinking that is consistently possible. Think about it. If my goal is to chase percentages, then I'm leading you astray. Because think about it. If we look at the largest high yield you can get, right? High yield savings. So think about it. In a year, the best return you'll get, look at that. 3.3% American Express. 3.9%. 3.8%. And that's in 1 year. So if I look at it like that, if the best banks in the world, the best percentages are 3 to 5%, and I'm able to get you something like a 40% or a 20%, that's still better than what the banks can get you off all of your money. See that? This person 45% right here. This person 25%. This person 50%, right? This person 108%. So it's about the overall. I look at it like, how can I consistently get you to the next level? And that's what Honey Drip is about. We're not about holding one contract and showing you a 200% return. Because what does that do? If you're not gonna go all in, nobody's gonna go all in. You put in $50 to make $300, while my members will do that with our method, right? So I want you guys to think about this. Which one is easier? To use 5,000 to make 1,000, or $200, or let's just say $500 to make 1,000? Which path is easier? To use $5,000 position size to make $1,000, or use $500 to make 1,000? Which path is much easier long term? Somebody tell me. I want y'all to comment that real quick. Okay? So that's what I teach people. What if you want to make $1,000 a day? So think about it. There's 250 trading days in a year. If you want to make 250K day trading, swing trading, you have to average $1,000 per day. Which one is easier? Somebody said it. 5,000 to make 1,000. So I would never teach you guys to bet on making. Somebody said 500 is better risk. No, it's not actually. It's not. Because if you're think about it, you're trying to make a 200% return every day. How is that sustainable over the next what? Over the next year? You think you're going to make 200% every day? You're going to bank on that, or you're going to bank on 20% and letting a small percentage add up. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to show you guys is the big players put in a lot of size and take out small percentages. That's how you stay profitable over the long run. So think about this. If you were trying to make, let's say, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let's go to the calculator real quick. All right, I'm going to show you guys. Let's go to the calculator. All right, so watch this. If you were trying to make $400 a day, because remember, there's 250 trading days in a year. So you're trying to make $400 a day. What is the best path to make $400? I'll show you. Using $1,000 position size and making 20% times 0.2, 20%. Right? That's $200. If you take 2 good trades, or even if you make a 40%, right? So using just $1,000 and taking out 20% return on that. So let me show you how easy that was. Look, watch this. I'm going to show y'all how easy that was to make your 400. Amazon, we got in this trade, right? I took the breakout right here. I'm going to show you how easy that was just for you to get that real quick. So look, see that? That easy. We got in at 10:03. If you would have put in $1,000, you would have got your what? Your 21%, $201 already, right? So that's just one trade. And then your runners would have gotten you because we got 56% on the runner. So let's just say that was $240. So boom, you made $240. If you average that per day, that's 60 grand extra to your income. But here's the kicker though. Most people are greedy. Most people again are trying to are just greedy. They don't want to take their profits. Once you learn to take your profits and let the gains add up, remember the tortoise wins the race. Okay? Many of you do not want to take your profits and let the gains add up. And that right there is the biggest problem, the biggest issue inside of the trading community. Okay. So just that quick, within 7 minutes, it doesn't take long to make this. And then boom, I make 35% in literal what? I got in 9 minutes. 35% in 9 minutes. Okay. I make my 35%. So let's just say you made the same thing. You made your 35%. That's $350. 350 times 250 is 87K. Just $350. And you got a 5K account. So you're playing great risk management. So you got a 5K account, right? So let's get everything out. This all it takes. You could turn 5K into $100,000. And here's how. But now this is the hard part. You have to take high probability setups only. And sometimes it'll be a day where you don't see it at all. So let's just say we're aiming for 80,000 extra, right? Because we're going to miss out on maybe 20 trading days where we see nothing, right? Because the goal is to trade what we see. Okay. So 5K per day. I mean, not 5K. We starting with 5K times 20%, 0.2. So we're using the 20/20 rule. And our profit goal, or our first trim, we're going to trim 90% of our position at 20%. Okay. So boom, as soon as I make 20%, I'm out of 80% of my position usually. So if I got 10 contracts, I'm out of 8 of them the moment I make 20%. And I let the rest of them be runners. So I'm already, up $200. And I got 2 contracts left. So these 2 contracts, go to 100%, I could possibly make another $100. Who knows, right? So that's the whole game in itself. So I'm not really focused on percentages. I'm focused on money. Because think about it. If you go to a Corvette dealership and you say, hey, I got 1,000%, he gonna be like, well, the down payment is $200. But I got 1,000%. Can I get this Corvette? He gonna be like, where's my fucking 200? Where's my 20 grand down payment? Can you buy a house with 1%? No. You only can buy with money. So money speaks. It's not about the how we get the money. It's getting the money. And that's something I want people to understand. People be like, well, Aristotle, you got 40% on your portfolio. So that's not that good, right? Motherfucker, I made 1.6 million though. I mean 1.16 million, right? So would you rather have a portfolio that's up 300% or 1.1 million cash? I don't give a fuck that I made 41%. I don't care. Percentages is ego. That's something that I want people to understand when it comes to this trading shit. Percentages are ego. It doesn't make money. There's a reason I'm one of the only people you'll see with his portfolio pinned at the top, because ego is what they're focused on. I'm focused on the money. These people are focused on the money. We don't care about no percentage. We care. This dude is up 200,000. 45% is good money. Because again, high yield savings, the best you'll get is a 3.8 in a year. If you put all your money in the bank and put it and get the best return you'll get, you're gonna get a 4% return, 4 to 5% return. Right? So again, folks, you got to control the ego. Ego, take that out of trading. Ego has no place in trading. It's all about money. We want the money. We don't want the bragging rights and the look at me. I got a 400%. I got a 300. We don't care about that shit over here. You know what we want to care about? What is your P&L year to date? I don't give a fuck what percentage you made today. What did you make year to date? That's what we cash rule everything around me. All right. That's what we own. So if you own the same shit, y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all subscribe to Honey Drip. If you not in Honey Drip, y'all know what to do, man. Go to honeydripnetwork.com right here, honeydripnetwork.com, and tap in with the group, man, because all I do is give you guys some games. So right here, folks, you can go to honeydripnetwork.com. So I encourage everybody, join the community so I can show you how to get money and do it the right way, not the wrong way. Because my people eating, as you guys can see. We're eating, and we're going to continue to eat. This is undeniable proof. And I always show my proof first. And then we also, and we're multicultural as well, folks. These are my admins. He's Indian, he's Jewish, he's African, Nigerian, and I'm the only black American. I'm the only black person because he's African. And he's white. Irish. So he's my brother. I'm part Irish as well. I'm 87% black, 13% Irish. So, you know, I tell him that all the time. That's my boy Brett. And we got white boys, Indian boy. Look, this trader made 80,000 year to date. See that? He could scroll in a real account. This is real stuff, folks. Look at this. See that, folks? So, you know, we're multicultural. 216K year to date. Another guy 200% on his portfolio. So I don't just talk about it, man. Look, this guy already 115K. So these are different people. This guy making money in prison. We help people in prison. You can look at this and you'll see a dude making money from prison. So, you know, this is real stuff, folks. And you can just go in and look, Saudi Arabia, a dude from Saudi inside of Honey Drip. So this movement is huge, man. It's bigger than what you think, and everybody's welcome. And we don't discriminate. We don't care who you are, what race you are, what background. We're very welcome, and we fuck with everybody, man. It's all love. I don't care where you from, who you are. I'm just trying to help y'all win the best way. And the reason why I kind of push this shit is because it's like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not even trying to be funny. When you know that you have the best route for people to make money and you give people the best chance to make money, of course you would want to put yourself in the right position for people to see that and gravitate towards that. So in reality, I feel like I'm helping by pushing my brand to the forefront because I have the best results on the market. We're multicultural and I have the best team of traders on the market. So, you know, we're not into the whole, you know, who can look the best, who can make it look the best. Granted, I'm a fly nigga. I do what I do, but I'm more of a result guy. You know, like I'm not here to be politically correct. I come from the army. I come from the hood of Atlanta. So excuse me if I rub you the wrong way and you like, well, Aristotle, where's your suit and tie? I come from a blue collar, this and that. I need you to kind of suit it up for me pretty good. I get all that. That's not what I'm on. I'm here to get you results. I'm not here to talk the best to you. I'm not here to goddamn, you know, do all that shit. I'm not with that. I'm a free man. I'm Django on a horse. You know, I believe in freedom of expression because at the end of the day, whoever you are, I'm not judging you. You can be gay. You can have pink hair, blue hair, this, that. I'm not into that, folks. You feel me? I'm more so into getting you the best results. Care who you are or what you do. You feel me? Somebody said, I made 2,000 this week on my own, but you taught me a lot. I'm with you, bro. God bless. Made 4K off meta calls Thursday and Friday. I'm with you, dog. Thank you. I love listening to the day trade. Still haven't took the mini trades, but you taught me a lot. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Best place to learn and trade. Seriously. Shout out to everybody in Honey Drip. All right. Can you make a video on how to put the trades in as far as strike price calls? Yes, I already have that. If you're in my chat, just go right here and go to it's on how to trade right here. That's number one. How to trade as a beginner. You can look this up on YouTube. How to trade candlesticks. If you want a free stock course, I'm going to go to 10. I'm probably going to go to 15, but right now I'm going to stop at 10. Right now we have 6 of them out, and I'm going to film. I'm going to do my hair a little bit. As you can see, I need a little haircut. My hair grows fast. I just got it cut Friday last week, and this is how it looks. But once I get my hair cut and everything, I'm going to film another video on trading, and I'm going to finish this series that I just showed you guys. But yes, if you guys need that, hop in the chat and tap in. It's on YouTube right now, but I'm just here to give y'all the game and help y'all, man. Do you still do the 1K small account challenge? Yes. But at the end of the day, even when I'm not doing it, you still can follow the swing trades the same way. Like when we got in SMCI and we made that money from SMCI right here and we did 100% return on it. You get what I mean? Like, what's stopping you from getting into Duolingo or SMCI when we got into it? You get what I'm saying? Like, where did I get into this thing right here? $200 a contract. You can still get into the swing trades, which are a small account. And this one too, when we were in high risk and I did Amazon, this was $0.63. You can still get in. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to work on that. But again, folks, it's so many moving pieces. And remember, I'm more of a large account trader. So, as much as I want to flex, I want to do the small account. Then if I only focus on small account, then people gonna be like, well, Aristotle, where's your big profits? Where's your big profits, Aristotle? So, I gotta come in, I gotta come in and do what I gotta do, man. So that be another reason too, because if I don't, then other trading gurus are gonna call me out and say I don't make no fucking money. Understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, I gotta show these motherfuckers this is not a game. You know what I mean? So I'm very competitive, man. Like, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, well, he owns a group chat and he doesn't know how to make money himself. So I show you that I'm making money while I call the plays. And I gotta go get mine sometimes, bro. So it don't be personal that I'm neglecting the small account challenge. It's just I gotta go get mines, man. You feel me? It's hard to really put myself in both mindsets, if that makes sense. Like, I gotta go get my shit, man. And that's all this week. I made all that this week. I made 25K this week. But I'm not really into I done been there and done that, man. I done showed y'all what I can do. I'm probably gonna cut away from, you know, doing a lot of bragging on what I'm doing. I'm just showing y'all the results of what I do. I ain't really into, showing every little dollar I make like this. Like some people, and it's so funny because this is off topic, but I had a guru come at me and I was wondering why these dudes coming at me so aggressively. They really thought this was all I had. He was like, he even said it. I'm like, for one, stop pocket watching me. But for two, what makes you think like you not even a great pocket watcher? Here's another one of my accounts. I have 3.9 million in this account and 4 million in this account. You get what I'm saying? And remember, if you look at my profile picture, I own this building and that costs 3.6. So that's already what 4 million, 4 million, 3.6. And you might as well say that's worth 4 million. So that's $12 million. So I'm an 8-figure earner or I'm a multiple 8-figure person. But you know, that's not really, I'm not in the business of getting into all of that anymore, man. Like, I do that just in case a motherfucker talk shit, but I'm more so in the business of helping you guys make money. You know, that's really what I'm on. can you please post all of the recordings that you've done since the beginning of the year? Yeah, I will. I'll make sure they do that. You talking about on Zoom? Yeah. So is 1K a solid start with, or should we stack more? You should always stack more, bro. You should never try to depend on 1,000. But I need everybody in here who's not in Honey Drip to join Honey Drip. So if you're in here and you're watching this and you're not inside of Honey Drip Network, I need you to visit honeydripnetwork.com, join the community so you guys can get my exact plays and guidance so you can be a part of the best group who has the best results. And if you say we don't have the best results, I challenge you to go to these two top posts right here, folks, and compare it to anybody who posts testimonials on the internet, and you won't see bigger, better, or more diverse testimonials. Black, white, Hispanic, or Arabic, anything. You won't see people. I want you to go to these two posts and compare. If you're anywhere else and not here, compare the two. That's all I got to say. Also, look at our results. That's all I got to say. Just compare results. We talking about results, not who makes you feel the best. I'm not here to be your friend. Yes, I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a cool ass nigga. But I'm not here to I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to put the Bible on you, nothing. I'm not into that. I keep religion out of this because I don't know what you are or what you do. You get what I'm saying? You can be a satanic person. I don't give a fuck. Join Honey Drip so you can get some goddamn money. All right. I'm not here to get into any of y'all business. And you shouldn't be trying to get in mine. You feel me? How much is it to join? It really does not matter. The price that you pay, I'm going to get you your ROI. It's not, don't even think about that. You're essentially in free because look at this. Let's just say, I'm going to show you why, what I mean. You're just paying for my time. For the person who said, how much is it to join? You're just paying for my time, and I'm going to show you why. If the monthly fee is $125, but check this out. Check this out, Shawty. Here's why I say you're in free. You're in 125, but look what this person made. And he's paying what? 125. This person, we winning. They're in free. It doesn't, what I'm charging you is not exactly, and look, he's watching the flow. 1,500, right? 1,500 in a week. The monthly fee is 125. She's in free. You're in free. You're just paying for our time. Because remember, these guys have to day trade for you every single day. Mike, you have to pay for this guy's time. You have to pay for my time for research. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you got to look at it. Don't look at it as what is the monthly fee. Look at it and look. You see, people making money on silver. $99. This person, $400. This person, 1,800. Amazon, Apple, all of that came from trading with us. 1,500. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to, that's all I'm trying to tell people is the fee is waived based on what we can make you per year. They already paid for their yearly subscription. It costs about $1,500 a year. They paid for that in one day. So they're in all year for free, whoever this person is. You get what I'm saying? So it's a win. That's all I'm trying to tell people. My chat is free. You're just paying for our time. Yeah, at Honey Drip is free. Cause think about it. How you got to look at it is, I'm your financial advisor. I'm your eyes to the market. Somebody said, Honey Drip forever. Thank you so much, whoever you are. We love you. We appreciate you. And, if you ever see us, say hello. If you see me in the airport and you in Honey Drip, you see me anywhere, anybody, say hello. I always want to see everybody who's a member. You feel me? So I'll post a link in the description. Make sure you guys tap in. I'm going to end this live. Hopefully you guys got some gems from this. And yeah, I'm about to go upstairs, chill with my lady and everything. But yeah, make sure you guys tap in, honeydripnetwork.com. is where you will find it. honeydripnetwork.com. All right. God bless you guys. See you guys later.